Welcome in and happy Wednesday. I hope you are home. I hope you are out of the storm that I guess we are getting as of right now. I'm going to readjust this camera really quick. And it feels like it's been raining all day, but it was just dark and kind of gloomy, at least where I'm at. And it's coming down now. Anyways, welcome to Bootcamp. Again, my name is Coach Jeremy. We're going to go ahead and take it to a pretty interesting one where we're going to try and explore two different opposite ends of the spectrum in regards to speed. We're going to go slow eccentrics in one block, and I'll explain what those are. And then we're going to take it to some power plyometrics and another block. So very interesting concepts that we can use to get better. But before we get there, let's get to our warm-up first. So our warm-up is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movements. They'll be 30 seconds apiece. Let me show you them first, and then we'll set the timer and do them together. All right. So remember, have a mat, have your water, have everything situated, be ready to go. First one's going to be a knee hug. We're just going to stick to one leg. So I want you to plant one foot to the ground, take that knee, pull it in, big hug to the chest, reset, and then do it again. The action, lost my balance, of being dynamic is good for this one. Again, you don't have to just hold it. We'll do the other side on another time. We're going to go to windmills next. So if we're going to go with the left arm up, I want to go toes shaded to the left side of my body. All right, now once I'm at a little 45-degree angle here, I can go put vision on my hand. I'm going to push my butt back, and I'm just going to go ahead and reach. I have to trust the way I move by bending at the hips and keeping that arm overhead. You won't know the arm's overhead unless you're looking at it. So there's your windmill again, one side, then we'll go the other. And then lastly, we're going to take it to a glute bridge, a pretty classic one, but then add a spin off onto that. So remember, feet close to your bottom. You want to go ahead and press the glutes as high as they can be, and then come back down. Again, making sure it's just glutes. Hey, honey. Now, what we're going to do with this little spin is we're going to go ahead and go glute bridge iso hold for our last one, and then go strictly calf raises from this. So all you're trying to do are elevate the heels off the ground. All right, team. So again, knee hug. We'll go left leg, then we'll go right leg. Then we'll take it into a windmill, left side to right side, and then we'll go glute bridge to glute bridge calf raise. Small sip of water, and then let's go ahead and take this thing right into it. Here we go. Timer starting in 3, 2, and 1. Knee hugs, y'all. Let's go. So just grab that left knee, pull it in, maybe do a little step into it. Try and bring it a little bit higher every time. Really trying to increase what we call hip flexion here. But I'm feeling a little bit of knee flexion as well, which is good. We're going to use our legs a lot today because we're going to try and jump a little bit with that plyo block at the end. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and switch it. Right leg in 3, 2, and 1. Right leg, knee hug, pull it in. And again, being active with the knee raise, that's fine. We can bring that up. But how much extra range of motion do we have when we give ourselves some assistance? And that's what we're trying to do. Expose the joints, expose the tissues to range of motion that we might hit during the workout itself. Good. Less than 10 seconds, we're going to switch that windmill. So toes pointed to the 45-degree angle to the left side, left arm up in 3, 2, 1. Push the butt back, vision on the hand, reach for the ground. If you can't come all the way down and tap, that's fine. Remember, it's a hinge with a little bit of rotation. A lot of moving pieces here. Take your time with it. Remember, always want to think about your movement before you actually perform it. Keep those feet planted, getting lots of rotation. Less than 10 seconds. I will let you know when to switch to the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Quick switch the feet. Right arm up. Big hinge forward. Big reach. Come back in, find your balance. Grab the ground with those toes to help with that balance if you can. And again, eyes to the sky. Breathe your way through it. Second time through, you can go a little bit quicker again once you understand the pattern. Less than 10 seconds, we go to the ground for a glute bridge. Glute bridge, get the posterior chain, backside of our body on in 3, 2, and 1. Feet down, close as they can be. And then remember, slightly push the knees out as you squeeze the hips up. Think about just pushing the butt together. Awesome. That slight knee out, right? Generating torque is gonna help turn on the outer glutes, which are going to be used a whole lot when we land today. Remember, jumping and landing in the same breath. All right, here we go. That calf raise. Hold it at the top in 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge. There we go. Calf raise. So now we're building tension through the rest of our body. We're focusing on just pressing through the balls of our feet here. I'm getting lots. Calf, lower leg muscles. 15 seconds. Back to the knee hug for a second round of warm-up exercises. Oh yeah, calves are feeling this one. I love this. All right, let's go ahead and stand on up in 3, 2, 1. Back up, and let's go and do it again. Left side knee hug, left side knee hug. Now, if you want to hold it on this next one, and then try and find some balance, maybe work the ankles in some circles here. Totally okay with that. Again, do what feels right to you, and pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you. Maybe sometimes your body's like, hey, give us a little bit more love in this area. Let's do that. All right, let's go right side. 3, 2, 1, knee hugs. I'm gonna work a couple here, then I'll go for that same hold that we had earlier. I know my right ankle has been bugging me for the past couple weeks. Honestly, my whole right foot, ankle complex, that whole system, oh, it's really been giving me a hard time. Too old to be playing some recreational sports these days, but you know, all for the name of the game. It's all fun. All right, let's go ahead and take it to that windmill. Remember, slight toe 45 in 3, 2, 1, and vision, reach, hinge. It's okay to bend the knees a little bit, y'all. Push the butt back. Focus on a big reach. Focus on whatever you got. Whatever your body's willing to give you. How about that? Better way to say it. Love this one. Awesome job, team. Here we go. Switch to the right side in 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Big vision, big hinge. You can bend the knees a little bit. Remember, soft knees is always a good place to work. Anytime we hyperextend the legs, it really takes a lot of slack out of the way we can move in other areas of the body. And we're not necessarily trying to do that. You got 10 seconds here. We go back to that glute bridge. Awesome. It's okay. Hammy's just gonna hang out with us. We'll see if she gets crazy. All right, here we go. Glute bridge in 3, 2, 1. Hammy's being a good girl right now. You guys can't see her, but she's hanging. Oh, there you go. You can see her. Oh, we'll hold the bone. There you go, Hammy. She likes it when you hold the bone. All right. 15 seconds left. Keep glute bridging, y'all. Oh, she wants you to hold it a certain way. Gotta hold it sideways for the girl. Such a princess. Okay, get ready for that calf raise. 3, 2, 1. Hold the bridge. Just calves. Now, double iso. Can we do it? Glute bridge hold. Already doing that. But now, calf raise hold. Arms off the ground. Looks silly, but muscles are working. 15 seconds. I'm going to hold this for the rest of the way through. Woo! Posterior chain, backside of the body is on fire. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. Woo! All right. Grab a little bit of water. Thank you, Hammy. That was fun. I'm warm. I was already sweating prior to this, but gotta keep building it up. All right, team. So next, we're going to go into our slow block, all right? So we're going to go ahead and use a EMOM timer. Remember, that's every minute on the minute. And we're going to do that for 6 minutes total, all right? Now, we have 2 exercises. It's the squat, a classic, and a push-up, a classic. No matter how you do them, right, we're going to go ahead and do them in a slow descent. And when I say slow, we're going to try and go from the very top to the very bottom over the span of 15 seconds. So I'll keep my eyes on the timer for both of us. As soon as that 15 seconds is up, we'll go to another exercise, all right? So squat is going to be paired up with the alternating heel tap, and you have your push-up paired up with a single leg raise, okay? So let's talk about it. In a squat, you're going to go ahead and get to your feet. Now remember, I like to go a little bit outside the hips, and I like to toe out only because I know that my ankle range of motion needs some improvements. Now, once I'm here, remember, it's going to be a slow 15-second descent. I like to put my arms out, making fists, and then over the span of 15 seconds, you're just trying to drop. And if you end up getting there before I do to the bottom position, that's fine. Just hold it to wherever you know the bottom position of your squat is. Then when the 15 seconds is up, we go alternating heel tap. That's it. Super simple. But again, what's tough about this is coming out of that 15-second squat. And if you want to, you can make this a quick bounce. But again, we're going to be there for at least 30 seconds before we start our new minute. So it's up to you how you want to work it. I'm going to focus on keeping my heart rate a little bit low because because I know we're going to take our heart rate up in our next block, the plyometric jumping block. Next one, push-up. All right, so remember, you're going to go ahead and get to your push-up position, and you want to try and descend over 15 seconds. I know it sounds crazy. It's going to take you a long time. That's fine. But again, if you can get to the bottom position, get to the bottom, hold, wait till the 15's done, and then we flip over and we go single leg raise. So slightly tuck the chin, press the lower back down. You just elevate one leg, bring it back in. Elevate the other, bring it back in while keeping the structure of the core glued to the ground. All right, so those are your 2 movements for the descent, the eccentrics. And then those are your 2 movements that you're going to do when we finish our 15-second eccentrics. Again, you got 3 rounds per. That is 6 rounds total, or 6 minutes total. We're going to go ahead and grab a little water, and then we'll get started. All right. Timer is officially about to be on. Find your squat position, and let's do that 15-second descent to start. Remember, every minute on the minute. Here we go. We take off. In 3, 2, 1. 15-second descent. Let's go. Way slower than you think. That's 5. 10. 15. Nice job. All right, so the alternating heel tap. So I almost went too slow, which is fine. Now I can go ahead and try it again. Let's go 3rd round here. We're going to do the same one. Let's stick on the squat with the heel tap. This is just meant to get our blood flowing without getting too much rest in between. Plus, we're gonna need everything we got over that 15-second span. Maybe we can bump it up to 20. I know it sounds like a lot. Let's try it again though. I'm gonna take mine to 20. 15 seconds. Keep alternating heel taps here. Yes. Ooh, I feel my legs on this from Big Bird. Hammy decided to join us on the mat. Look at that, she wants to work out. All right, here we go. New minute. Find your squat position. Let's go over 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Slow descent. Grab the ground with those feet. 5 seconds in. 10 seconds in. Be in control. 15. Still got a little bit more room. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, so that one felt a little bit better. Legs are on fire. And again, the pace here in the heel tap is up to you. We're going to go one more round. Stick to that 15 to 20 second range on that descent for that eccentric for that squat. Then we'll switch it up to the push-ups. Awesome. Again, this is the easy stuff right here. Just to keep those legs moving, just to keep the blood flowing, just to keep the heart rate elevated. All right, here we go, team. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Make it count. Grab the ground with those toes. Push the knees out. Take your time in your descent. That's 10 seconds. 15. Still coming down. 3, 2, 1. Heel taps. Let's go. Woo! All right. So I'll give you 10 seconds before we switch to the push-up. Find your position. You can work from the knees down or the feet down. Up to you. Whatever you think will help you last the entirety of that eccentric phase. Once you get there, again, let's stick to 15 for the first round. Hammy, I'm going to have you move right over here. Okay, thank you so much, my dear. Okay. Oh, she. All right, 10 seconds left before the new minute. Reset. Let's get to the ground. All right, I'll try hands down, y'all. If you didn't notice, my wrist is getting a little better. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 15-second descent. Elbows close to your body. Belly on. Don't let the hips get down too low. Good. I've already hit the bottom. Checking the time for you. 15 seconds. Let's go. Flip over. Single leg raise. So get on the ground here. Ooh, I messed up my mat. All right. Belly on. Lift the leg. Lift the leg. Keeping tension on the entire time. That's your focus. All right. You want to take it up the next level? Never let the feet touch the ground. I'm okay with keeping this intense. I love this mild intensity right here. It just keeps me fully efficient on everything I'm doing within the block, keeping in mind the push-up as well. 10 seconds. Get ready to flip over. See if you can take it to 20 on this one. 20 seconds descent. Eccentric. Here we go. Flip over. Working into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 20-second descent. 10. Ooh, went a little too fast. Here I am at the bottom. You can hold, or you can bring it over to a rest. 15. 3, 2, 1. Single leg raise. Let's go. And again, you might see me create fists. This helps me build tension in the rest of my body, which tension in the rest of your body as you're focusing on one area is very good. It doesn't allow you to compensate as much. And it also helps you turn on more muscles. Right? The more we can turn on, the better. We're going into our last round, team. Let's see if we can make this the longest one. We're going to forget the clock, and we're just going to go. 10 seconds here. Tuck that belly into the ground. Belly button tight to your spine. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last round of eccentrics. Let's go. Take your time on this one. Let's see if we can make this the longest of the day. I'm shaking. Triceps are on. All the way to the bottom position. Kind of see your fingertips, the base of your palm. Woo! There's my bottom. And 20 seconds. Single leg raise. Nice job. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Last 30 or so of this exercise, we shut down this block, and then we start to speed things up. Good. 20 seconds left. 15. That's 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and shut it down. Nice. All right. So where can we use eccentrics? I would say if you're in an environment just like this, right? We have no equipment to use. We do need to work out. We do want to get stronger, and we want to make things a little bit tougher, or just want to switch things up, try something new. So the eccentric phase, that's when the downward phase essentially is occurring of the exercise. Well, use that, slow things down, create what's called time under tension, which we've talked about plenty of times here. And that time under tension will help you build that strength a little bit quicker. All right. Excuse me. Cheers to our last block. Ooh, that was bad. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. All right. So we're going to go plyometrics. You see me looking at my whiteboard here. We're going to use a classic HIIT timer, which is what we call a Tabata timer, and we're going to adjust it to what's called a 45-15. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. But the focus here isn't trying to get as much done within that timer as you can. The focus here is making sure that you can use what we call PAP, which is essentially a jolt of energy from when your feet or body part strike the ground, but specifically the feet, right through that Achilles section, okay? Post-attention potential or something like that. I kind of forgot what it was. But jolt of energy from landing, and essentially that's how we use plyo. So plyo isn't continuous jumping, right? It's when you have that force and you produce some energy right away. So let's talk about that. Linear skater. We're going to go forward with our movement, which means we're going to go ahead and take it to 4 different points. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But the whole point of this is to go quickly. Your foot touches the ground, you go right into the next one, you land right away. So in real time, we're going to take those 4 points, and again, we're going to get ready, and we're going to go, right, and make it quick, okay? Again, you don't have to jump high. It's about using the energy that builds up in that short amount of time as soon as that foot lands. One more time, 4 points, right? And we're going forward for the linear skater. Then we go lateral skater. So it's the same concept, but this time we're just going side to side. So start on one side, right? And we're going to focus on going as soon as we land. Now, I don't have a whole lot of room here. We got Hammy in the mat, but I'll be working right here. And again, the more space you have, the further you can jump, which is a good thing. So make sure you got some room. Lastly, we're going to go with a double squat jump. So we need to create that potentiation, that energy, by first doing a small jump. So we're going to go jump. And then as soon as you land from that small first jump, you want to go right into a big one and land it well again. In real time, you need to go jump and quick. All right, so again, one more time. Small jump, double squat jump, right to a big one. And again, you'll have 45 seconds on each one, 2 rounds of these exercises. Grab some water, don't choke on it like I did. All right, Hammy, you ready? I think we're gonna move the mat for this one. Hammy, what do you think? Excuse me, my dear. Thank you. Love you. Oh, don't forget your bunk. Here you go. All right, team. Mat's out of the way. Got more room to work. Let's go and start it up. Linear skater, 45-15. And again, you can go forward, back. I'll go forward, back. But just focus on landing and going as soon as you land. 4 steps each direction. 15 seconds of rest afterwards. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Linear skaters. Quick, right? Fast. Side to side. Boom, 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 boom. Socks might get in the way. Understandable. Thinking about taking mine off. Taking the landing. There you go. Landing on the balls of your feet. Belly should be on. Switching which one you start with. Quickly. Nice job. That's what I'm talking about. 15 seconds. As soon as that foot touches. Very quick reflexive movement. And we shut it down in 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, 45 down. Heart rate's elevated big time. We now go lateral skaters. Get ready for it. Big breath. All right, here we go. Side to side 4 times. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There you go. Nice. So again, you're trying to go quick side to side. Literally the first thing you think of as soon as that foot touches is just getting quickly back to where you started. All right, one more time. Let's try it again. Perfect. And then notice, reset. You don't have to go right into another one. Maybe you need a little bit more breath. Maybe you need to rest a little bit. That's fine. Let's go and try it again. Here we go. Ooh, slid a little bit. All right, I'm going no socks for the last few rounds. Gotta make sure we don't injure ourselves while we're working, right? Keep going, y'all. You got 5 seconds. Doesn't help that I am just sweating through the socks too. All right, 3, 2, 1. 15-second recovery. We got both sisters in here. Nala and Hammy hanging out. All right, double squat jump time. So remember, small squat jump as soon as the feet touch. Springboard. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Small squat. Land well. Perfect. Reset. Small squat jump. Land well. There you go. Love this one. Small squat jump. Again, so watch the feet as I go through my first jump and how fast I go right into the second one. Let's try it again. There we go. Working on some height here, some plyo. Love that. 15 seconds. Let me try and go one more. Focus in. Yes. All right, rest it up in 3, 2, 1. 1 round time. We got 1 round to go. One more. All right, here we go, my friends. Back to that linear skater. Socks aren't getting in the way this time. We go. In 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Stick it. Nice. And again, sometimes when I say stick the landing, it's good to hold that bottom position, define it, be in control of when you plant that foot. All right, let's try it again. That's it. That's it. Stick the landing, define it, own it. 15 seconds. Let's go. Good. All right, let's go and shut this one down on my cue. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and run. Some recovery first. Big breath into the nose. Out through your mouth. Feeling all that power. Nice job. All right, lateral skaters now. The one that I slid on. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. Now, they might be small, the first 3. You can make the last one a big one, right? So let's try it again. Here we go. Boom, right? You see that? Being quick with the feet, building that potentiation, right? Okay, let's try it again. There it is. And helping explode to get to the other side. Let's try it again. There it is. You guys getting the rhythm now, huh? 15 seconds. Yeah, nice job, Samsung. 5 seconds left. And then we got one more exercise to finish this one up. No way! Do we have 2 people in here? Say hi. Who are you? 3, 2, 1, rest. This is the most we've had in a live class before. Love it. Welcome in. All right, double squat jump. Last 45 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Small jump. Quickly getting right into that next one. Now, I want you to keep working while I talk. A couple of things are, okay, coach, how should I swing my arms? What do I do with them? Always think about generating momentum in the direction that you're trying to go. So since we're trying to go upwards, right, I want to swing my arms up when I make that jump. I know most of us like to squat jump and push our arms down, and it feels right. But again, build momentum. And this is how athletes do it, right? Even though we're not athletes, maybe we are. Again, not bad to train like one. You got 15 seconds, let's go. Another thing is, stick that landing, just like you did before. Make sure hips, knees, and ankles, boom, are like springs. All right, here we go, shutting it down. 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Bootcamp in the book. We're gonna stretch out, we're gonna cool it down. Grab a little bit of water. All right, y'all. That is what I'm talking about. We're gonna go ahead and take it into a little bit of a seated stretch here to start, but keeping our head above our heart. So, first things first, let's just go ahead and start by taking a couple of breaths here. In through the nose, out through your mouth. Good. In through your nose again, out through your mouth. Last one before we get to an actual static stretch. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Calm down that stress response by a lot. All right, straighten your left leg. Take your right foot, place it over that left leg. Bring that knee in as much as you can to your body. Place your hand behind you, right hand to be specific, and wrap the left arm around your right knee. So now what we're getting here is some rotation of the spine. But if you can pull, you can get a little bit of piriformis or a little bit of that glute on the right side of your body. Hold it, breathe. Yes, are you watching them go crazy right now? This is what they do on a daily basis. Do not worry, Hammy is not tormenting and all of this is literally how they get their calories burnt, how they get better every day, how they get their exercise. They just chase each other around. Switch sides. Right leg is straight, left foot above the right, knee is pulled in, left hand behind me, wrap the right arm around, or you can pull with that right hand. Well, that was a lot of fun, team. When I was writing that one, man, I'm really going to be able to do a lot of plyos here. Again, limited with what we have, but making it the most with what we have. And that's what we got to do to get these workouts in. Hopefully the New Year's has started well for you, team. Again, don't try and attack everything all at once. And keeping up with our posts here, again, we're just going to try and ease our way into the new year and into our wellness. Awesome. Let's go ahead and lay on our back now. So we did a little bit of rotation of the spine. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of flexion and extension of the spine, starting with the flexion. We're going to lay on our back, so we're going to turn into an egg. So pull your knees into your chest here, and then go ahead and tuck the chin. And so now we have global flexion of the spine, all the way down to the tailbone, pulling that in. And then from here, you can kind of wiggle left to right. You can roll forward and back to try and keep the spine in the position that you set. Should feel good. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. All right, nicely done. Last one, we're gonna go upward facing dog. And I was really getting a spine focus. Obviously, we use the spine with a lot of what we do. But because we're jumping a lot, I want you to think about what happens when you do jump. Does your foot and your ankles and your calves take literally all of that force that comes back and that feedback from the ground? No, it travels all the way up. Now we have some ways to squash that, right? To squander some of that force that travels up our body, glutes turning on, muscles being active. But again, might and eventually end up towards the spine, might cause some of us problems. But that's why we're giving our spine a little bit of love. So lay all the way down. And let's go cobra, upward facing dog. I'm just going to start elbows down and then just look up. So now we're getting a little bit of cervical extension, influencing the rest of the extension down the rest of the spine. Breathe big. And then let's go ahead and put our fist down. Straighten the arms. Get that chest a little bit higher. Take a few breaths here. Relax. If you need to, remember, move the hands further away from you. That'll lessen the range of motion. As you can see, I'm dropping down because my hands are going away. Take another big breath for me into the nose, out through the mouth. And then shut it down all the way. All right. Samsung, thank you so much, y'all. My name is Coach Jeremy. This is your boot camp class, first one of 2023. We got No Gear Get Up going on at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. Back to our regular schedule. Make sure you're checking out all the stuff that we're posting online. And the last thing I want to tell you is be safe if you're going outside. It's supposed to be a pretty crazy storm. I've been hearing a lot of flooding going on. So just be mindful, be safe, make smart decisions, right? Sweet. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you guys next time.